be identified.
Are you quite done?
Yeah.
Could you get out of your own kitchen?
Which GoPro is that?
Hero 3, black. Is it the black, Chris?
Yeah, because the silver one's more expensive. No.
Take the steak,
Isn't the black one?
murder it with a fork. Just the fat bits. Just murder it. This is not going to be as good as the roast beef tutorial because there's no cats here. You people need it. You need that paw to get into the gun show. Great. Always have rifle cocking sounds while you're making steak. It turns out so much better. Now this is just prep work for these ribeyes that I purchased. Just thank Sushi here for letting me chill in his pad for a day or two. Don't stab yourself in the cuticle. I have to do this because heat alone won't damage this enough to make it like... It'll just screw things up. Just do what I say. You don't want to stab the actual meat too much. Just stab the crap out of the fat. And I'm probably going to cut it at some point because I've got 3 more to do and this is very tedious, boring. Like I could just rip this off. What fun would that be? We're going to have steak now. Damn. Look at that. Look at these ribeyes. Oh. Alright. That's 2. Be back with. Right, now that the steaks have been perforated, dogs, we're going to spread them out in this pan. I'd love to have 2 pans, but why not? Oh my god, look at the size of this steak! Sort of arrange it so they have a little bit of movement. Not much, just enough. Now, the important bit. Wash your hands as often as possible. You know. Oh no. I just finished the paper towels. We're doomed.
No, to the left.
Yeah, I'll get them. Oh yeah, I see them. Now in here is my custom steak blend. This is a couple shots of soy sauce, a couple shots of sriracha, hot pepper, onion powder, salt, kosher salt, pepper. And that's it. I don't think I forgot anything.
This rear sight is adjustable.
You don't need much. Especially if you're putting this on. I'm putting this under the broiler in case you haven't guessed that by now. No barbecue kiwi here, so I'm only gonna use. Actually, that's pretty much most of it. Damn it! It's alright. It's pungent stuff. Oh yeah, I should have had the broiler warming up on high, because I'm gonna bake these in the oven after I'm done. These are going in the oven. Yes.
We should have fucking brought yams, Steven.
Fucking yams! Alright, these are going in the oven under a hot broiler, which means you gotta leave the oven. Really? Now, since I don't have enough to do both sides, what I'm gonna do is this. Just gonna like rub tops to bottoms. That's why they sort of just get a taste.
Butter and cinnamon.
Fucking yams! Fucking yams! Alright. We're cooking. We're cooking now. I just need a bit of the flavor on the bottom. That's all.
Fuck.
Just keep cursing in the background. It's fine.
Ryan, where I can go buy yams.
Not very far. You want to go?
Are you going on a yam run? Are we going on a yam run?
You want yams? We're going on a fucking yam run.
Alright, they're gonna go on a yam run, and I'm gonna let the oven preheat. I'm gonna wash my hands before I touch the camera. Look how little baby this pounder is. A pound of macaroni's not gonna fit in it. Oh. My water's boiling, so I'm gonna throw a pound of geminellis in there and I find. Also, I have to make a package of chicken because a certain woman does not like the steaks, or she won't like the steaks, so the chicken's gonna come out. So now I have a very limited amount of stuff in here. strawberries, mushrooms, sun-kissed cola. Liam Perrins, Worcestershire sauce. I have to make up something for strawberry preserves. I can get creative. Honey Dijon, that's not bad. Maybe just a honey Dijon. Cock in a bottle. Salt's already on it. I did a little bit of kosher salt. Fat-free honey Dijon. No. Something sweeter than that. Sweeter than that. Oh. Burst of soy sauce. I'm only going to do one side of these because when I flip them, the juices will all be running down and they'll be perfect anyway. Oh, habanero. No, it's not killed, girl. She needs to be punished, not killed. Punished for not having the steak. Lemon juice, meh. Honey mustard. Honey mustard. That's more like an after thing. I think it might be it. Maybe some pepper if I could find his pepper shaker. Pepper. Pepper? Chili powder. Ooh. Got some back. Oh, onion powder. Oh, game over. Ooh. That smells like the summer of 2001. I don't really know. Got that classic Hendrix behind me. Soothing Hendrix. That should be enough for that. We'll see how that comes out. That's a little more experimental. I'm gonna leave all the thick things, they'll burn a bit. In fact, probably cook those first. No, I'll cook those last because they're gonna take literally seconds. Oh God. No, Jimmy. Better. Okay. Now I have the rack one below the top because I have a feeling it's gonna be super, super hot under there. Yeah. Now, don't go anywhere. I'm serious. Just sit here and listen, and the steak will speak to you. Always run cold water when you pour out your macaroni in the sink so you don't melt the pipes if you have plastic or whatever. Shock of like 212 degree water can always be bad. Pound of pasta is going to require about that much butter. Probably half a stick would probably be. What's beeping? Oh yeah. That's done. Butter can stay out. That's done. Melting butter over an actual off stove. So let's put that back on. Now all you need for the rest of this is some milk, which I knew he didn't have when I left, so I brought some. And that's 2%. Because that's what I drink. If you drink skim or you drink whole and you think one's better than the other, have an argument in the comments. It'll be hilarious. Alright. What you do is you melt some butter. Probably doesn't need to be on. These electric stoves didn't stay on for a long time. How's the steaks? They're starting to sizzle. They're starting to break up. Am I cooking the GoPro? Oh God, am I steaming up the lens? Because that thing's crazy. Alright. Yeah, it's fine there, I'm sure. I may have to pull out these steaks and give them a look. Fork in. Oh, he's got a bad slide. I hate sewing from below. See, they're just getting a gentle rub from the broiler. Now, once you get a night, you want this to be off. You want this to sort of just finish melting and not be super hot, because you're about to add Parmesan cheese to the pan. And if you melt this stuff, like melt it, it's going to completely goo. So there's a temperature that you have to sort of like figure out. Like right now, that butter's just barely coming out. Get that in there. And here's what should happen. You should be able to turn this into a paste. Like that. Like that. Actually, take it off the hot burner. Like I said, you don't want it to melt. You just want to just like suck all the butter up into itself like that. And now you can add the milk. Now, depending on how much milk you add, will be how loosey-goosey this end result is. I kind of want little chunks. I don't want it to be completely smooth. But it's also got to coat a pound of macaroni, so keep that in mind as you do this. More. I like to drink all my foods. Screw it. Fucking milk. Milk. I can hear my steaks. My steaks are crying in pain. I'm coming, babies. Now you don't have to toss this over it yet. In fact, just leave it the hell alone. Of course, my babies. Ow, I hate his stove. Make sure the door doesn't spring up and cut your hand off. Oh yeah. Look at that. Like that. Now, we are going to finish this baking them. Baking them, which means get them as burnt as you like, because you're not going to get any more burnt when you bake them. That's also why I put this a rack lower, because you get a little more time to contemplate what your next move is. Super high, fast is just going to give you an ulcer. Right, so I should have at least another 8 or 9 minute stretch. Maybe less. Now the actual broiler is heated up to that sort of point. So let me finish up my cheese macaroni cheese. Italian cheese. I used I used Parmesan just because I had it. I would normally use Romano because it's stronger. And once you get this stirred up, you'll see the liquid on the bottom is disappearing. These are the Geminelli macaroni, so they suck it up nice. Oh no. Put that back in there. This is not a very deep pot. This is literally the best he's got for boiling macaroni. Koreans don't make much pasta, so. Korean! He had plenty of sriracha, though. No, I'm not doing that. This is perfectly fine. And this can just, if this sits a little bit and it congeals, it'll be better. That's still, actually, you know what? That isn't crazy hot. I'm going to put this back on that burner. It's more out of my way. Good. Now, I'm going to move the steaks down at some point. Then I'm just going to put these back under, since these are thin sliced chicken cutlets, they're going to be like 2 minutes. And they're probably going to be cooked. And then I'm just going to put the whole oven on bake. And I'll leave those on top, and those will get pulled out 5 minutes after that. While the steaks continue for at least another 15 minutes because they're really thick. Yes. Sizzle, sizzle, burn. Alright. Come on. Give me a thing. A break. A jib. Oh, that almost sucked. This one's getting the most cook. Wonder why. This one could use definitely some more, but this one has got browning issues. So let me move it a little crooked. Turning it around is not going to help. I'm just going to do it like 50 and screams. Yes, you got to get creative sometimes. Commit yourself to making the steak perfect. Don't think because no one ever taught you to do this, you shouldn't have tried it. There's obviously hotter bits. Wait a second. What a cheap goddamn element. It doesn't have 3. Son of a bitch. That's why it's cooking unevenly. That's a cheap hot point oven. High point guns are good. Hot point ovens are bad. I have to yell someone about this. Ow. Come on. Alright. I'm now going to Game radio. Alright. Downstairs. Let's murder this chicken. Mmm. Juice. That should work fine because it's such a small tray. Try to do 5 steaks across. Not so much. Now, do something for me, people, please. Just wash. While you're cooking, wash things. And you won't have a messy sink. Just like these seconds are all it takes to like the colander, the knife, the other pots I was using. Throw a wash. No one in my family can handle that. You need to handle it. Handle it for me. Things are going. Alright, wash. Oh, fork. Wash. Although I'm still going to probably flip those steaks again. Possibly.
Would you like a giraffe? Have one delivered. Just log on to petsovernight.com and we'll send you a giraffe overnight. Petsovernight.com. Delivering little bundles of love in a box.
Directly to your door. Didn't take long. It's just slightly white. Like I said, I'm going to leave these in here under the bake as well, so they'll probably go back onto their tops also. What's that? While I'm waiting for things. Fun. Hi.
Just make a dish out of these.
Throw them in the oven?
Yeah, here. Don't forget those just in case you run out of the other ones.
Okay.
They're on sale, 2 for $6.
You need any of these bags?
Yeah, probably. You want a honey? Take a honey.
Over under 12 gauge. Aru.
Yeah, that's right.
Shorty. Rhyme no more. Come on, stove. Like 225. Preheat. Alright. Yes. Alright, so now the broiler's off and bake is enabled. 5 minutes.
Alright, so get us a baking device for
Cookies?
cookies.
Cookie! Fat bastard.
Honestly, that's perfect bake tray. Well, that's not true. Ryan paid for a lot.
They came back with the yams, and now apparently I'm supposed to cook them. Yams are not my specialty. And this is probably the worst video. What?
Smells pretty awesome.
Yes, it is. So, we don't need much of the juice. Actually, we don't need any of the juice, but I flipped the steaks just now. They've been in the oven for probably about 10 minutes at 225. I just raised it to 265 because I'm not used to this oven. I want to get them a little bit sizzling because they are dripping out all that nice stabbed fat. Oh. I have to take all the liquid out. We got to mix a masher bowl.
Masher bowls.
You know what?
How big of a bowl you need?
No, I got it. I'll just use this this pan.
Okay.
Because I said so.
Where
Ah!
everything is?
Well, if I don't, I'll be screaming your name passionately. Where's masher mash mash? Plastic.
There's no masher. Yeah.
I might be able to do it with forks more
Do I have
efficient.
a metal masher? I thought I had one, actually. Here we go.
It's a pretty strong masher, I'd say. Alright, doesn't matter. Mashing. Mashing hasn't commenced. I'm not cleaning it, because whatever dust is in your house is probably healthy.
You're not rinsing off the masher.
Nope. That's not the way I roll.
Alright.
It's the flavor.
Flavor.
It is.
Character.
I'm sure the last time you used it, it was cleaned perfectly fine, and then nothing's ever touched it since then. Alright, OJ. Florida's natural. I just know how to do this, not how to do this. So that's a note. Brown sugar. Oh. I'm missing a thing that...
Because you were broiling, right?
I was, and now I'm baking. I'm not sure how to do this. This is not my thing. Sweets are not my thing. That seems about right. I have no idea. No, he's got a ton of honey. Bears like honey. Bears live where the potatoes grow. So it all makes sense. I think you need a little bit of salt, actually. Sweet things need salt. Brings out the flavor. Yeah, all the salt. I have no idea if this is going to be good. I guess I'll know if they all start getting diarrhea. I really need a masher for yams, like real sweet potatoes. Need it. This is more like a turn up the bass. Fuck. That's not bad. It's a non-stick, so I'm trying not to scrape it.
Ooh, they got cranberry.
Who got cranberry? We brought that, you jackass.
Good.
We brought the mango, too. You carried it up the steps, I think.
Like cranberry. I never drank cranberry. That's why I drink cranberry.
Now we're going to throw this in the oven for as long as it takes, because it's going to take a while, because they're dicks, because they had to run out and have this. And it wasn't ready. I would have done this first. I would have done this a fucking hour ago. You piece of crap. Now, after the unknown, just guessed, felt amount of time, I'm pulling out these greasy ass steaks. They're so greasy. Look at that grease. In fact, look at that grease go down the drain. But they don't need to be sitting in it. Oh my god, it's like I covered them in oil. That's all that fat I stabbed just disintegrating onto... Oh crap, is that his sponge? Okay, don't use that sponge. Right. Just the grease, not the juice. Just the grease, not the juice. Now you let these sit, get to room temperature, and then you eat it. Hot steaks are not good. Slightly better than warm steaks are good.
Above room temperature.
Yeah, that was his sponge. It's now impregnated with probably the best sponge to eat ever. That's mildly warm too. Let's see how good this. Oh, it's an expensive one. Oh god, I just filled this expensive sponge with fucking grease. Oh, it smells. Chris, come smell this sponge. It's delicious. I'm gonna wash all those pots and then cook in them again. Wow, that sucks. So as long as it doesn't watch this video, we'll be good. Oh, it's steak. It's steak powered. Let's leave that out. Like I said, wash as you're doing things. Please. Please don't be my family. Don't have any dishes ever. It's hot. Way too hot. Fingers first, then soap and bubbles. Look, ladies, I'm a single. And I do dishes. And I cook. PM me. Look at those steaks. Sit. Don't touch them, you bastards. Don't fucking touch them. They'll be perfect in a bit. You start to see the blood bubble up. It's not blood, it's juice. Delicious juice. And sometimes I'd have mushrooms and onions put on these, but today it's just 3 men, 5 massive steaks that I paid for because we're spending the night here, and it will be good. So, sweet potato pie when we get back. Alright. This is washed. Paper towels are here. Does she shit hard? I'll put a link in the description to the video, Shit's Hard. And you will all watch it, because it'll get more views from my link than it probably ever got. And it is amazing. So when the blood runs off, it just sticks to that. Let's pick a... Where the hell did the big knife go?
Here.
Bring me the big knife.
Nice job, Ryan.
Knife me.
Oh, these are Cutco knives.
Wow, that thing preheats fast.
Yeah. Cutco, American made.
Yeah.
That's why it's sharp as shit. Now, the test one will probably be this one, because it's still thick.
Well, we can do this. Whoa.
Now, I didn't use any thermometer on this because I have a kinship with steak.
Yeah, these should be like
That's a sharp knife.
You never tighten these? They're only completely fucking loose.
And it's perfect. Let's get fan reactions. So, it's so good. Huh? Chris, I know you can handle a slightly fatty piece.
My girlfriend is.
Oh yeah, it looks good.
Okay. That was so gay. In case you didn't catch that, I went like entirely in his mouth. Of course it looks good, Ryan. I have a kinship with the steaks. They have to sit, they have to rest. And here's the chicken, which I drizzled some honey on after I found it. After it was all cooked. Drizzled honey. So. Like a monkey ready to be shot into diabetes.